Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining us again. Yes, on this lovely Tuesday morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are. But yes, Tuesday morning out here in Auckland. And today we are reading The Bridge Monster. And this one is written by Mike DiPinto and illustrated by Lynn. Yes, do join in for that one. And I promise you, you're in for a treat, in for a good laugh. Good morning to you and welcome to Story Time. Remember, you can find us on Facebook right here, 10:30 Pacific Time. You can find us on our YouTube channel as well as Instagram. Do join us on all those platforms. Good morning to you and welcome. Thank you for joining us as always and welcome to Story Time. And this week in particular, we are promoting and we'll be sharing information with to you about Be the Change Library, mobile library. It's a really cool idea and please do check it out on our platforms. That books, these amazing books, social emotional learning books that are available, and they're made available at different locations at this library. And if you want to check out books, you can sign up ahead of time and go to a location. So on Saturday, August 29th, they have an event in Auckland from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and they'll be at East Shore Park. So do join them for that and support Be the Change mobile library. Amazing, amazing work. But do check that out in the week as we go on. Yes, good morning to you and welcome today. Thank you for joining us. Good morning to you. Please let us know as always who is joining in with you, where you are joining us from. Good morning, good morning. Chriselle, how are you doing today? And of course, Rocco, Clay, and Camille, how are you doing today? Good morning to you. Thank you so much joining us all the way out in Long Beach, California. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you, Maya and Raven. How are you? Yes, Emerson representing. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Terium Sonda, all the way out in Texas. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning. And Harmony Beth right here in the East Bay. How are you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Priska, and good morning to you, JJ, out in Seattle. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. Sonia Abrantes and João Tiago, how are you doing? All the way out in Spain. Good evening to you. Great for joining us. Thank you so much for joining in. We have missed you the last few readings, but glad you are back. Good evening to you, Sonia and João Tiago. And to you, Lucy and Wally, how are you doing? And you say, hello while building Legos. Oh, sounds like fun. I wish I could join you all. Thank you so much for sharing that. Lucy and Wally, all the way out in Los Angeles, California. Good morning to you. And Braveman, how are you doing? And of course, a big shout out to you, Archie, as well. Yes, nobody left out right here on Storytime. Good morning to you, Heather Miller, and you're joining in with Anora. How are you doing out in San Francisco? Good morning to you, Anora, and of course, good morning to you, Heather. Good morning to you, Jen Veda. How are you today? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Ellen Edwards, all the way, and you say all the way out in Chicago, and you say today is cloudy Chicago. Well, cloudy Chicago is very similar today to Auckland. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. Good morning to you, Jonathan. How are you doing? And you're joining in with Birdie and Molly out in Alameda. Welcome back. Good to see you again, Molly. And of course, Birdie. Good morning to you. Veronica Pittman, how are you doing? And good morning to you, Callie and Paris as well. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you are ready today for The Bridge Monster. Yes, we'll be getting started very shortly. Good morning to you. Please let us know. I am sorry. Thank you so much. Yes, Sonia in Portugal, not Spain. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Sonia. Yes, Sonia and João Tiago out in Portugal. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, my goodness. Yes, good morning to you, Eric. You're joining us in Berkeley, and you're joining in with Luca and Zara. Good morning to you, Luca and Zara. Thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you back here with us. Yes, I hope you're having a lovely start to your day. It is nice and cloudy out, so I think it's just great weather to be inside, play with Legos like Wally and Lucy are doing, or just have a nice drink. Yes, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Damien Kahinya, how are you doing? And of course, good morning to you, Maria. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. All right, and we'll be getting started now with the Bridge Monster. Are you ready? Kerry, how are you doing? And you're joining in with Asha from London. All right. Good evening to you. I hope you had yourselves a lovely day, and I hope you're ready for an amazing story. Good morning to everybody that is joining in. Good afternoon, good evening, indeed, wherever you're joining us from. Are you ready? The Bridge Monster by Michael DiPinto and illustrations by Lynn. Yes, let's get ready and get started with that one. As the story goes, there is a monster that lives under all the drawbridges. He is not dangerous. He will not eat you. He is only curious, just a little mischievous, and of course, shy. No one has ever really seen the Bridge Monster. He stays well hidden. Only a few have seen glimpses and peeks of his tiny little hands and his 7-toed feet. Oh my. No one knows where he came from or how he got here. Not even the bridge tenders, who safely raise and lower the bridge for all the people who pass over and under. The only thing everyone knows is that he has made his home under the bridge. And every time a car goes over, he growls a very low grumbling growl at the passing cars. Most every time you can feel him trying to grab your wheels through the metal grating as he tries and tries to shake your car. When a truck or a bus goes over the bridge, he growls just a little louder and longer and tries to grab their big wheels. He will sometimes shake the bridge really hard. Anytime a boat passes under the bridge, whether it is up or down, or all of the boarders try to sneak peek at the Bridge Monster lurking about. It doesn't matter what time of day or night it is, everyone looks up to see. Have you seen the Bridge Monster? Sometimes if the Bridge Monster gets out of control and shakes the bridge too hard, the bridge tender will raise the bridge in hopes of knocking him off onto a passing boat or into the water below. However, this never seems to work, since he is right back at it as soon as the bridge is down and the cars start to pass again. The Bridge Monster knows when the bridge tender is about to raise the bridge up for a passing boat, because the horns blow 3 times, the bells loudly chime, and the gates with the flashing lights are lowered. Slowly the bridge will rise, and the gears and the cables go click, click, click. Sometimes he will hide down below where no one can find him. At other times, when he is feeling feisty and brave, he will hide and ride up in the bridge as high as it rises, just to sneak peek on the people who are waiting to cross to see if he can find a friend. He loves teasing the bridge tenders so they don't fall asleep at night. He taps on the windows, keeping them awake so that everyone is safe passing over and under the bridge. if you happen to be fishing off the bridge, day or night, sometimes he will grab the line and pull on it so hard you think you've hooked a big one. When it is real quiet, you can hear him crawling around the underside of the bridge as it creaks and groans. Naughty bridge monster. Some of the bridge tenders seem to think that the bridge monster is very lonely and is just looking for a friend. Anyone just to say hi or blow the horn to him as they drive over. So, the next time you're going over any of the drawbridges, open the windows and yell out, "Hi!" to the bridge monster. It will put a smile on his face, and maybe, just maybe, the next time you drive over, he will not growl and shake the bridge as much. You might even hear him say, "Hi" back. Oh, the end. Thank you so much for joining in for that one. I hope you enjoyed The Bridge Monster by Michael J. DiPinto and illustrations by Lynn. Yes, that one makes me laugh all the time. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining in. And be sure next time you're driving over that drawbridge, be sure to blow your horn. Open your windows, wave, and say hi to the bridge monster. And maybe, just maybe, you might say hi back, or you might catch a glimpse. Thank you so much for joining in this morning. And let's see who else is with us. One more time to you, Luca and Zara. Thank you so much for joining us from Berkeley. And who else is with us? We also have Maria and Damien. Thank you so much for joining us. Kerry with Asha all the way out in London. Yes, good evening to you. I hope you enjoyed that story. And of course, we have Davy joining in with Maria Antonia. How are you doing, Maria Antonia? Good to see you back. Yes, and welcome to you, Davy. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, yes, and of course, good morning to you, Tokozile, as well. And you're joining in from Solwezi and all the way out in Zambia. And you're joining in with Malaika all the way out in Solwezi. Yes, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning to you. Zaye Leilani. Oh, Zaye, well, I'm glad you're back today. Glad you're back and feeling better. Good to see you. And good morning to you, of course, Shamarin, as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Tudo, how are you doing? Joining in with Madalena Ayen. How are you today? And say, Tudo has a break from school and is happy to join you. Yay! So glad you're here. I know with school starting, it is so hard for people to jump on story time, but I appreciate that you're here and we can share great stories together. Zaye Leilani, one more time. Chukuma, how are you doing? And you're joining in with Sandra, Sopuru, Arinze, and Choco all the way out in Denmark. Yes, good evening to you. Always appreciate you joining in. Thank you so much, Sandra, Sopuru, Arinze, and Choco. Have yourselves a beautiful night. Harmony Beth, thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate you. Oh, and Lucy and Wally, you said we enjoyed it. Oh, I am so glad. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a lovely day as well. Thank you. Appreciate it. I know. I hope the air gets better. Absolutely. So if you're around Oakland or in areas that are affected by the fires, please do wear a mask if you can, and when you're out there, be safe. Thank you so much. And Lucy and Wally, appreciate you. Jen Vedder, thank you so much. And you say, Fremont Bridgestro in Seattle. All right. No, I've not seen that one. I am going to keep an eye out next time I visit Seattle. Kat Saxton, how are you doing? And of course, Harry, how are you? Did you get to see the naughty bridge monster? Good morning to you, Harry. Good morning to you, Kat. And of course, good morning to you, Chris Wheeler, as well. Maya, thank you so much for joining in. Raven, thank you to you as well. Have yourselves a beautiful day. And out all the way out in London, Carrie, and who was with you? Carrie is joining us in with, Oh my goodness. Asha, all the way out in London. Have yourselves a beautiful night. From me, it is much love as always, and I will see you tomorrow when we come back with another exciting story, and this time we'll be reading Where Are You From? So do join us for that one tomorrow. But for today, I hope you enjoyed it. The Bridge Monster. And if you missed it, please do check out this video later on. And of course, do get yourself a copy if you can. Good morning to you. Much love, and I will see you in the morning. Bye-bye.